Hi, babies. It's that time again. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get admissions. I already paid my $20 late fee. Yay! I lost my notice in a pile of bills. Oh, well. We are in Genesis 26. And for some unknown reason, Genesis and I just do not get along well. It's saying low brake fluid. I almost never get that. Oh man, if that keeps beeping, I'm gonna shut this off. Yeah, baby. There's a story a repeat story of what Abraham did with his wife, making believe she's his sister so that people won't take her to rape her. So this is between Isaac and Rebekah, a repeat of the same story that happened with Abraham. And I'm thinking, what is so important about this story that it needs to be repeated from father to son? I don't get it. I really, I have nothing to say about that. I mean, I've heard stories where people try to make sense out of it, and they say, well, it's an example of man trying to, fix his own problems instead of trusting God. All right, maybe, but then why is it happening again? I just don't get it. And then there's this on and on story. You can see I'm really excited about Genesis 26. There's a story about, Isaac digging several wells and running into conflicts with people in the area who probably think it's their right, the water is their right or whatever. Then finally he gets to some spot where he does dig a well, and the process is able to become prosperous with his family and herds and livelihood. So now the guy that originally drove him away now wants to be his friend because he sees he's prosperous, and they make a covenant together. All right. You figure it out. I don't really have anything to say about it. Oh, I do. Actually, I do. As crazy as, as uneventful as all of this sounds, I was thinking to myself, well, at least this story makes a little more sense than the annihilation stories of God giving battle victories to Israel as a way of proving his faithfulness. Because it sounds more realistic, right? I mean, they're tending their flocks, digging wells, getting into conflicts with neighbors over the water rights. It sounds more, okay, that sounds more reasonable than like genocide after genocide after genocide, destroying towns, men, women, and children. That's the only positive thing I could say about it. It's like, well, this at least sounds more like what Israel probably experienced. I got all kinds of things going on here today. My emergency brake says it's on, but it's not on. Oh boy. Again, remember the recurring message is ignore the fake warning signs. And there's enough of them, right? Oh my gosh. People threatening Armageddon, etc. How about just trust in the Lord and the love that He has for you, and the love that is absolutely certain because of the gift of Himself on Calvary. Yeah, baby. There's a lot of things that are like questionable, like things I'm talking about, like the veracity of Scripture and the importance of certain stories, and etc., etc. But as far as Jesus's love or God's love for us, that case has been closed, baby. That's why we need you to just get into our relationship with Him. Get in it, baby. And then if there's something in your behavior that needs to stop, He'll help you with it. In fact, He's the only one who can help you with it. But you're not going to figure it out by trying to get rid of your behavior first. And then you're going to... and then you're going to be faithful to the Lord. No. Be faithful to Him right now by loving Him. Thanking Him for His love. Just get in on the love feast, baby. Oh, yeah. Get in on the love feast. So I jumped into Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. I'm in chapter 106. Yeah, baby. I'm remembering the numbers now. And it's hard because that's all it is just chapter after chapter. It goes on for, I don't know, 200 or something. So anyway, 106. And I'm at my emissions, and I got a minute and a half left, or 2.5 minutes left. So again, it's the Pharisees having trouble supporting Jesus because he's so miraculous. I'm all dolled up like this going to the garage. It's all right. They know me here. They've seen me in my lipstick. I don't think they've seen me in a dress, though. Doo-doo. I got to pull it down. So, yeah, the Pharisees are all upset that Jesus is, powerful and casting out demons. And they're saying, oh, he does this because he's aligned with Satan. And Jesus, being wise, says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Clearly, I'm not doing this with the power of the one who's responsible for the malady. Yeah, baby. And then they're like, okay, you got nothing to say. Then the scene changes, and there's Jesus running into this woman who evidently, they call her Miriam. She has this gift of song, and or is it a different name? Well, anyway, never mind. They make an analogy to, I think it's Miriam, or someone who was known for singing in Moses' day. Whatever, I don't care. But the point is, she has this gorgeous ability to sing sacred songs, and it the effect is that it brings peace and healing to the hearers. And so I just want to encourage you, if there's any creative gift that God has given you, cultivate that. Thank God for it. Prioritize your devotion to it. And watch how He uses it to bless others so that they see the life of God in you. And that very energy and spirit in the expression of your gift will be a healing balm to the multitudes.